Alright, this video is on the FX impact, and we're going to cover the valve stem. And I want to cover it because it's a high failure rate. And I think I lost count. I think it's over 10 plus I replaced because it broke. And I'm going to show you the reason why it breaks. And hopefully they'll make some modification, make it more stronger and beefier to make it last longer. But anyway, I'll show you the problem is. Get some point here. Now here's a broken focus here. Valve stem. Supposed to be like this, and an O-ring in between. Right. Put together here. Like that. Anyway, this back shoulder here is too thin, and the O-ring groove is too deep. And the chamfer here, to make the exit point a little more volume to come out, I guess, they chamfered it. When they chamfered it, they cut in too close to the O-ring groove in the bottom. And it's really thin hairline, metal that's holding the whole thing together. And the impact has the heaviest valve rod there is. I mean, take a look at this. It's long all the way to the front. When this baby open and shut, it's going to slam on his valve, and that's why it's snapping. All right, so what I've done was I made one with the aluminum bronze. It's pretty hard, and I made the wall here is thicker, and the O-ring groove is not as deep, all right, to make this O-ring seal better, because sometimes I put it in there, it's just not has any compression at all. It's relying on the pressure of the air to seal it. So I gave it more squeeze on the O-ring, and I did not chamfer, weaken the wall near the O-ring groove. There's a lot of meat there now. And I made the transport hole bigger. I think it's about 6 mil now. The stock is about 5.5 mil. Alright, so I got more flow air coming out of here. And the average I increased 15-20 feet per second more just by this valve stem. And I've been testing this for a month now. I think I went through almost 2K. I lost count. Almost every day, shoot about 100 rounds every day. I mean, not pellets, just shoot air out of it, about 150 bars. And over 2K, I took it out and looked at it, and it was fine. The sealing surface wasn't damaged, the holding seal, and it was nothing wrong with it. It was held. So that's why I want to cover this. It's a high failure rate. I think it needs to be modified, and well, just like mine, it should be close to it. It just makes this minimize the wall thickness from here to this piece here, because the only thing holding all the tension and torque is this lip right here. So it's inside here. The only thing preventing from the wall, the valve seat, from going all the way through, it has a lip, and this piece here sits on the lip, and that's the only thing that's holding the whole pressure. So I made it twice as thick, more meat in the bottom. I don't think it's going to break. So let's cover one area. Now we're talking about this C3 bumper here. A lot of these I replaced also. You might not see it from above when it looks like that. If you look from above the cocking bolt, you see the hammer going through. You can't see, but in here it's starting to pry apart. All right, and some of them are totally broken too. And when this happened, right, you cannot open the valve at full extent. because this bumper is going to go outward and it's going to hit metal. Let me get these pieces here. There you go. All right. After time you shoot, you get this O-ring acts like a cushion. All right. After a while, it just pries apart, and you hit metal, and the valve won't open at full extent. That means you're gonna lose velocity. All right. So I replaced it with the Delron, and I don't see any difference in noise, but it held. I mean, I tested this a lot and took it out, inspected. It held its shape, and depending on how thickness I cut it, you will increase velocity by opening the valve wider, because it is thicker. When the hammer hits it, this is attached to this, right? When the hammer hits it, it's going to open the valve. So the seat's like this. It's going to open like that. Okay. So that's one I think they should change, because I replaced a lot of those. And one indicator also I explained in a past video, this will stick out further when your mag goes in here. Sometimes your mag will hit this, and it usually flush. I'll show you here. Get a focus here. Yeah, this, let me shove it to you won't see it. This will be right here flush, and if it sticks out further, you know your valve has broken. And also, what you notice, I said before, when you cock it to load the next pellet, you hear a hiss, and sometimes it comes out the barrel. That's also an indicator your valve seat has broke. Okay, so I'll catch you next video.